Ah, thank you. Oh, yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome tonight to the varsity match between the visitors, Bayfield Wolverines, and your hometown Ignacio Bobcats. The Bayfield Wolverines starting lineup is number 3, Abby Tate. Number 11, Rachel Kirk. Number 12, Rachel Morris.
Oh, Sheila. Wait,
Number
did you just
14,
pick up that
Madison
hat?
Wells.
Behind
Number
you.
20, Diane Carlson.
Did put my hat?
This was coached by Josh
Put it up there.
Daly.
No, I didn't put it up there. Thank you.
All right, come on for the All-Out team, Ignacio headed
All
coach.
righty.
Number 2, Lacey Brunson. Number 3, Jaden Brunson.
You know, I'm ready to go.
Number 24,
Okay, we can just go.
Elise Valdez.
All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Ignacio Bobcats versus Bayfield Wolverines girls varsity basketball action. We are here live at Ignacio. They're just finishing up announcing both teams, so we are ready to get playing. We want to congratulate the boys team tonight in the Southwest Classic. They beat Montezuma Cortez. We're going to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. I am joined, as I usually am, by my lovely wife, Pebbles.
Hey, Mike. Dugubin, new shoes.
All right. And we are here to go.
And as Raymond was just saying, the Ignacio Bobcats beat Cortez, both varsity and JV. Varsity by 15, and the JV just won by 5.
All right. Chelsea Gosney controls the tip right away for the Bobcats. She'll knock it back to Charlize Valdez. Back. That was Jaden Brunson with the easy layup. 2-0 Ignacio. Ignacio comes out in full court press. Bayfield has it taken away by number 24. That is Charlize Valdez. Puts up a shot, no good. Rebound goes to number 12, Rachel Morris. And Morris is going to be tied up, and it'll be Bayfield ball. Oh, no numbers. Oh, that's the JV.
Well, that doesn't.
Okay. So the tied possession goes to Bayfield, and they will bring it across half court. Morris working on the left side. Brings it back up top to number 14. That's Madison Wells. Wells now passes down in the corner to number 11, Rachel Kirk. Kirk drives across the top of the key. Passes it, but it's taken away. Good play by Neneto. And it knocks it to Brunson. Jaden now brings the ball up for the Bobcats. Passes in to Valdez for two. 4-0 Ignacio. 40 to go here in the first. Number 20, Cayenne Carlson will call timeout right there about half court. And that's the first break in the action. Bobcats up 4-0.
The 30-second Bayfield timeout. First quarter, 6:37 in the ball game.
We just want to let you folks know we wish you were here with us. It's kind of surreal sitting in an empty gym watching a live game. But I'm sure we'll have you guys back in attendance shortly.
Wear your masks and we'll get here sooner. Come on now.
All right. So Bayfield will get the ball after the timeout. Number 12, Rachel Morris throws it into Kirk. Rachel Kirk now up quickly, back to Morris. Morris takes it down the lane, puts it up, and is going to be fouled. That looks like Abelina Neneto with the foul. First personal for Abelina.
Oh, thanks.
And that'll put Rachel Morris to the line. Morris's first shot off the rim, no good. Oh. Second shot here for Morris. This one is up. Off the bam, no good. Rebound goes to Gosney. Quickly up to Brunson. Brunson now across court to Charlize Valdez. And she'll take it down the right wing. Off to Neneto. Into Chelsea Gosney, up for two. And the Bobcats with a 6-0 lead here early in the first. Kirk now brings the ball across half court. Has it taken away by Neneto. Dishes it to Valdez. Oh, and she finishes. Good little fast fake run by Charlize Valdez and Avelina Neneto.
It was a great give and go with the girls.
It sure was. Made that Bayfield player commit underneath the basket and was able to get the easy two. 8-0 Ignacio with 5 minutes and 57 seconds in the first.
Neneto's shot good.
All right, 9-0. Kirk now will pass the ball over to number 20, Cayenne Carlson. Carlson works side, gets it into number 3. Abby Tate, her shot's no good. Neneto comes down with it and then overthrows Valdez on the fast break. Turnover by the Bobcats. Bayfield now coming in. They'll get it to Carlson. Carlson passes off to Morris. Now up, back to Cayenne Carlson. Her shot's no good. Rebound is being kicked around. And a timeout on the court. Bayfield, coach was right there saying timeout when we have control. So good play by the coach.
Well, I don't know if that was what you call control, as it was.
All right, 9-0 Ignacio. You are listening.
It's kind of weird having this echo in my ear. We're using a different equipment here, folks, so give us a chance. It seems like we're going so slow. It's weird.
Okay.
But as we said, the Ignacio varsity game beat Cortez 48-32 in the 4 o'clock game of the Southwest Classic. They play tomorrow at 11.
Against rivals Bayfield. I think it's at 1. I think they got the second game. Bayfield with the inbounds pass to Madison Wells. Over to Carlson. Now down to Morris. Morris working on the baseline. Almost has it stolen by Naneto, but
Streaking
she
through.
stepped on the line. So Bayfield will retain possession. Inbounds. Up top, knocked away. Ball is going to be taken by Charlize Valdez. Oh, what a hustle job. Two Bayfield players were skirting around, and she ran and got it. Unfortunately, stepped on the line down in their own side of the court. Carlson gets the inbound pass. She'll get it to Tate. Tate now to Kirk. Kirk loses the handle, and that's two travel.
It looked
Two
like
Bayfield
a couple
players.
of Bayfield players jumping for the ball. Numbers 11 and 12, both on the
And
floor.
they're going to
but there's a
give
foul.
number 3, that's Jaden Brunson, they're giving her a foul.
That's her first. Team foul for Ignacio.
Bobcats up 9-0. Inbounds goes to Kirk. Kirk shot no good. Rebound will be fought for, and the tie-up goes to Ignacio. Good job by Chelsea Gosney fighting for that board. As Ignacio gets the ball on the possession arrow, and Valdez brings it across the half-court line. Valdez over to Lacey Brunson on the right wing. Back to Valdez for 3, and Valdez hits a three-pointer. 12-0 Ignacio with 4:30 to go here in the first quarter. Morris takes a long pass. And, it's going to be tied up by, it looks like, Lacey Brunson.
Yep.
Excuse me.
Number 12 getting a hard time up off the floor.
Rachel Morris.
A little dazed there, not knowing where she was headed.
And she'll throw in the pass. She gets it to number 14. That's Madison Wells. Wells at the top of the key. Has her pass knocked away by Valdez. Valdez chases it down, now drives across, little 5-footer, no good. Chelsea Gosney battling underneath there.
There was a little tussle.
And that's going to be Ignacio ball. Looks like the Bobcats. Inbounds to Valdez. Valdez saves it to Brunson. Brunson now to Jaden Brunson for 3. Shot's no good. Rebound goes to Valdez. Valdez kicks it out to Jaden Brunson. She banks it off the backboard for 3. 15-0. 3:38 in the first. Bobcats all over the Wolverines right now. Inbounds now. Oh, Morris loses the handle of it, and it goes out of bounds. Bobcat ball.
3:37 in the first quarter. 15-0. Your Ignacio Lady Cats up over visiting Bayfield Wolverines.
Timeout on the court. We want to thank everybody for listening to KSUT. Also, we are joined in the booth today by the YouTuber guys. What's your names? Ignacio Activities Network. All right, fellas. We'll get more people tuning in. You can get this on the YouTube at the Ignacio Activities Network. All right. A lot of words. Bobcats bring the ball in. Valdez bringing it up across half court. She working against Carlson. Over to Lacey Brunson on the right side. Brunson now passes cross court to Naneto. Avelina goes back to Brunson. Brunson now back to Naneto. On the left side, into Gosney. Gosney puts it hard up the ground, no good. Shot, we're going to get a foul on the ground.
Let's see who that's on. 11.
That's going to be Rachel Kirk.
That's her first team foul.
Bobcat ball. Brunson bringing it out underneath the basket to Valdez. Valdez at the top of the key now. Drives down, gets it to Brunson. No, that was Gosney. Gosney shot no good. Put back by
Lacey.
Lacey Brunson. 17-0. Bobcats up. 2:50 to go here in the first quarter. Number 14, Madison Wells will get it down to Kyan Carlson for the three. No good. Rebound goes to Rachel Kirk. Kirk's pass batted away, but she's able to get it back. Oh, that's Madison Wells, excuse me. Wells now looking to drive across the middle, kicks it back out to number 14, Madison Wells. Wells now working across court. Back down to number 3, Abby Tate. Tate shot no good. Kyan Carlson comes in there, and she's going to be called for traveling.
Oh, she didn't like that. A little huffy there.
Yeah. Chelsea Gosney did a good job tying that ball up. And basically just she rolled around and got called for the travel. 2:07 to go here in the first quarter. 17-0. Bobcats up. Lacey Brunson will go cross court to Jaden Brunson. Now to Valdez for three. Valdez shot no good. Rebound goes to number 4, Ellie Tate. Tate gets it quickly off to Madison Wells. Wells down. Off the glass, no good. Rebound. Going to be tied up. And it'll be Bayfield ball this time. On the possession arrow.
Is that Sully?
Sully Cosio checks into the ball game. First appearance. Number 4, Ellie Tate throwing the ball into Carlson. Kyan will go across court to number 14, Madison Wells. Back to Carlson. Back to Wells for the two-pointer. No good. Gosney with the rebound. Has it knocked away. And it's going to be another jump ball.
Should be Ignacio.
Bobcats get it this time with 1:28 to go here in the first quarter. Bobcats all over the Wolverines, 17-0. Lacey Brunson brings the ball up.
Those lazy passes.
And Chelsea Gosney saves it. Gets it back out to Jaden Brunson. Her three-pointer's no good. Carlson tracks down a long rebound. Goes up there. Throws it up and in. Kyan Carlson with 2 points for Bayfield. 17-2 with just over a minute. Here in the first. Gosney throws it up off the glass, and she's going to be called for a travel.
I tell her, they're double teaming Chelsea tonight.
She's center position for the Bobcats. As Bayfield will throw the ball in, Madison Wells gets it to Carlson. Back to Rachel Kirk. Across the timeline to Carlson. Carlson now. Working against Valdez. Coming down the left wing to Kirk. Now into Tate. Abby Tate. Shot inbound goes to Evelina.
20, I believe.
And I think Kyan Carlson got a
hand in.
Reach-in foul.
Yep. That will be her second team foul for Bayfield.
17-2. Bobcats up. 34 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Charlize Valdez brings the ball slowly across half court. She'll work it to the right side to Jaden Brunson. Brunson now back to Valdez. Valdez working over there. Nice bounce pass into Lacey Brunson. And Brunson kept the pass going, and the ball rolls out of bounds.
It's a good thought. Someone wasn't.
I think she should have taken it up strong there. So the ball is Bayfield. Carlson with 10 seconds to go. Gets it to number Madison Wells. Wells now across the middle. Throws it to Carlson. Into Kirk. Kirk puts it up and in. And it's going to be fouled.
I believe that's on Soley.
Looks like that might be Soley's first foul.
Yes, that would be her first. And chalking that up to inexperience.
17-4. Bobcats up with 3 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
Rachel?
Kirk. Shot no good. Rebound goes to Avelina with 1 second. Fires it up. No good. And so after 1 quarter of play, the Bobcats 17-4 over the visiting Bayfield Wolverines. We want to thank everybody for listening to us. Southwest Classic action in Durango today. The Bobcats beat the Montezuma Cortez 48-32.
That was the varsity, and the JV also won. I think that was 46-41, so by 5.
That was a good game. We were watching the JV here as we had to quarantine out there while they sprayed the gym down. And the boys' teams look real good this year. We got a lot of stuff to be proud of.
So here we go. 5 points for Jaden Brunson, 5 for Charlize Valdez with 3 steals, 2 for Lacey, Chelsea, and 3 for Avelina, going to the line and getting 1 from at the stripe. She has 2 steals and 2 rebounds to her credit.
All right, Bobcats, Lacey Brunson, Jaden Brunson, Chelsea Gosney out, along with Valdez. Bayfield gets the ball. Kirk drives down the lane, and she's going to be fouled.
Is that Neneto? Yes.
Avelina, yeah, the Bobcats look a step behind right now. All right, as Kirk goes to the line to shoot the 2-shot foul. First one is good. 17-5. Bobcats lead by 12. 7:52 to go here in the first half. Second shot by Kirk is good. 17-6. They pull within 11. Valdez, has it taken away. That is Madison Wells. Wells' pass to Carlson is almost over, but she's able to get there. Gets it to Tate. Tate's turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound goes to Lacey Brunson. Up to Jaden Brunson, working on the baseline. Brunson now dribbles it all the way around to back to Lacey. Lacey puts up the shot, no good. Gosney right there. Gosney's shot, no good. Finally, the Bayfield comes down with it to Rachel Wells. Wells now bringing the ball up quickly. She works it to the top of the key to Carlson. Carlson with the 3-pointer. Shot's no good. Rebound goes to Neneto. Neneto now driving the other way. Over to Valdez. Valdez to Jaden Brunson for 3. She nails it. 20-6, Bobcats up. 6:40 to go here in the first half. Rachel Wells now going quickly up the way for Bayfield. Hands it off to Tate. Tate throws the ball away. Valdez now going the other way. Has Neneto. Neneto shot blocked. And we're going to have a foul on Bayfield by the Bobcats.
Number 2.
That's Lacey Brunson.
Yes, that'll be her first. 3rd team foul for Ignacio. 6:27 or 26 and a half.
As Solomar Cosio checks back into the ball game. Bobcats drop off the press. They have Rachel Wells bringing the ball up into, I couldn't see the number on that one. Shot's no good. Back to Wells. Wells' shot's no good. Carlson tracks it down.
Brunson
And she'll hand it off to Rachel Wells. Wells now. Back to Carlson working on the right side. Into number 4, Ellie Tate. Tate now down to Abby Tate. Back over to Wells. Wells' shot no good. Rebound goes to Gosney. Gosney over to Brunson. Jaden hands off to Valdez as the Bobcats reset it. Valdez over to Brunson. Lacey on the left wing. Back to Jaden on right side. Into Gosney. Gosney working on the baseline. Puts
Nice.
it up and in. Chelsea Gosney with 2, and there's a timeout on the court. Bobcats with the commanding 22-6 lead. 5:30 to go here in the first half.
So that puts Jaden Brenson up to 8 points with 2 3-pointers and 4 points for Chelsea Gosney and 4 rebounds so far. On the flip side, 2 points for, is that Kyan Carlson?
Yeah.
Okay. And 4 points for Rachel Kirk.
All right. So that gives us our 22-6 score with 5:28 to go here
I'm sorry,
in the.
22-6.
Is that what I said?
I don't know. Did he?
It was a long, cold day, folks, as sure you all know. Great to be back in high school sports, though. It's nice to see the kids being able to play ball again. I think the pandemic hit right when we were at state tournament last year.
One game in.
One game, they got to play one game at state, and then they had to
We all
cancel.
had to leave.
Bayfield will bring the ball in to Rachel Wells. Wells now being guarded. Bobcats back in the press. They hand it off to number 12, Rachel Morris. Back to number 14, Madison Wells. Wells gets it across the timeline. Has Rachel Kirk on the left wing. Ball's taken away. This time it's Neneto. Avelina back to Brunson. Back to Neneto on the baseline. Neneto. Oh, lost her
passes.
dribble, but it's going to go off of Bayfield.
Too many passes there. Ray.
Yeah. Got to be selfish a little bit. Brunson to Gosney. She'll swing it up top. Back around to Jaden for 3. Bunch of shot, no good. Rebound goes to Madison Wells. Up to number 11, Kirk. And Kirk's going to be fouled from behind by Valdez.
You know, that was
22
an
to 6.
awkward position, but that'll be her fourth team foul for Ignacio.
Under 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Kirk is on the line. Her first shot off the back of the rim, no good. 22-6, Bobcats lead. Second shot by Kirk is on the way. This one bounces out, no good. Tate gets the rebound. Abby Tate passes over to Ellie Tate for 2. Her shot's no good. She gets her own rebound. Tries to get it to Abby, and we're going to have an injured player on the court as I don't see a number. She never got out. She went down and
It's a knee,
oh no, we don't hate to see knee injuries.
or I'm not exactly sure. She kind of touched it, but you just don't know.
So with the timeout on the court, thank you for tuning in to KSUT 91.3 FM. Ignacio 89.7 Farmington and 100.9 in Toyoak, Colorado.
Can also get us on the web, tribalradio.org.
All right.
Well,
Once
there's-
again, KSUT doing their part to bring us these games.
So thanks
And
for
they've
joining us,
been-
and she's being peeled off the gym floor now. Still
Oh.
unsteady.
She might have hit her head when she
Might
fell.
have.
Because it looks like she's kind of wavering, not like a knee or ankle thing. But don't quote me, I'm not a medical professional.
Oh, come on.
That's my brother.
Okay, there we go. She's up.
All right, and the injured Wolverine is number 12, Rachel Morris. She's done a lot of the ball handling tonight, so, oh, she's walking very gingerly.
Oh, yeah. She looks like she's got stunned on that one.
Yeah, she don't look like,
She's coming in soon.
yeah. Okay.
Sorry. No. got caught in the wires.
Okay, so I guess we're gonna take a timeout. I think they got to give it to Bayfield with the injury there.
Ignacio ball.
It will be Ignacio ball as they stop on Ignacio possession. Brunson will throw it into Charlize Valdez. Valdez brings it across half court. Bounce pass into Gosney. Gosney at the free throw line. Out to Lacey Brunson for three. Shots no good. Long rebound for Madison Wells. Wells now drives it down. Abby Tate with the turnaround. Shots no good. Lacey Brunson with the nice rebound. She'll bring it across half court to Valdez. Valdez, nice spin move. Has it knocked away, but she's able to corral it back. And she'll have Gosney down low. Gosney, nice move. Puts up a shot, no good. Abby Tate with the rebound. She'll get it over to number 14, Madison Wells. Wells to Carlson for three. Carlson shot, no good. Neneto with the rebound. Neneto pushing the other way. Oh, has her pass to Gosney blocked, and Wells comes down with it. Up to Carlson, and Carlson for the two. 22-8, Bobcats lead by 14 with 3:22 to go here in the first half. Jaden Brunson now over to Charlize Valdez. Back to Brunson for three. All right. Oh, excuse me. Bayfield State lays it up and in. And Bayfield with 4 unanswered points. Bring it back to within 12. And there's a little bit of
life
back over there on the purple side of the gym.
Well, it looks like 4 points for Kyan Carlson. Kyan, okay. 0 for 3 behind the three-pointer. Let's see. 4 points for Rachel Kirk. And 2 points for Abby Tate. So where in the heck? 4, 8, 10. There you go. 3 players. Rachel Kirk, Kyan Carlson, and Abby Tate for Bayfield Wolverines. On the flip side, Jason Brunson with 8. Chelsea Gosney with 4. That's the add-ons in the second quarter.
22-10. Bobcats lead by 12. 3 minutes to go here in the first half. We apologize for any trouble. We're trying to take care of the reception problem. We'll continue with the game as Valdez brings the ball quickly over to Lacey Brunson.
I saw
Has
that.
it pass knocked away. It looks like Ellie Tate passes to Carlson for 2, and it's 10-point lead for the Bobcats. Valdez now working on the right wing. Hands off to Jaden Brunson. Brunson back to Lacey Brunson. Drives it in, gets it to Gosney. Gosney puts it up and into